We ended up going to the Salt Palace for FanX. It's about a 35-minute drive for us.
It was really crowded downtown. The traffic was really bad. There was nowhere to park. Everywhere we went said the parking lot was full. We had to find a new parking spot than we normally use.
It was a little bit of a walk. It took us probably about 10 minutes to walk to Trax, and then we took Trax up to Salt Palace.
Trax car was so crowded, full of people. We ended up having to stand up in it, which was a challenge in and of itself. Once we got off the Trax station, we were able to find somebody who was working there, told us where we could enter in. We had wristbands that we had pre-purchased. We were able to go in pretty quickly.
Now, back to the wristbands. I don't think that bothered Katelyn.
She wears like 10 bracelets on each arm. Once we got inside, it is crazy crowded in there. It was just like wall-to-wall people. All kinds of people just dressed up in costumes.
Anything from superheroes to anime.
Some of the costumes were really big. You're walking around and afraid a someone's gonna turn around, their costume's gonna smack you in the face.
Yeah.
Once you get inside, there are just tons and tons of vendors and selling merchandise. There's photographs, there's paintings, artwork, toys, Funko Pops, all kinds of stuff.
Cosplay.
People who make swords, lightsabers, all kinds of weapons.
I even saw Roosevelt's there. I was hoping to see Paging Mr. Morrow. He wasn't there this year.
One of the things that Katelyn was really interested in, and she's been interested anytime we go somewhere where people have the 3D printed toys, she loves fidgets and all kinds of stuff like that. One of the vendor booths had 3D printed stuff, and Katelyn really is drawn to that. They had some sensory fidgets. So they had this cute little farm with a horse, a chicken, and a pig, and Katelyn just fell in love with it. That was what she chose to pick up there. We also picked her up a t-shirt from the FanX booth. It's a FanX t-shirt. We try to pick up shirts at some of the events we go to use kind of as a social skill for Katelyn, a talking point when she's at school, that the peer tutors will see her wearing a FanX shirt and say, oh, did you go to FanX? And then that can kind of trigger a conversation. Yeah. There was a State Farm booth.
They were doing bobbleheads. You'd go in, get your picture taken, and then select the bobblehead that you wanted.
Katelyn chose the princess one. It didn't take her long to choose that one at all once she saw it. She was really excited to get it. The last time we went to FanX, we bought a mug from Wild Bill's. They do just all different kinds of flavors of soda, and so I think we paid anywhere, I don't know, between $40 to $60 for this mug, which is a lot. Then you can refill it for the whole day that you're there. And they had all kinds of flavors like black cherry, grape, vanilla cream, orange cream, and then root beer. So it was kind of fun.
I think Katelyn liked pulling on the lever, filling up the mug. She mixed a few flavors, and they were actually pretty good.
Yeah, she was really excited. And Katelyn is not a soda drinker. If you ask her what she wants to drink, she will say water every time. She really enjoyed it, and she had a big smile on her face when she was drinking it. That same year that we did the mug, we paid to do a photo op with an actor. His name is Alan Richson. You might know him from the Jack Reacher series on Amazon. It was pretty cool to meet him.
But it was crazy getting the photo done. You get 4 seconds to get the picture?
They have you walk in, stand with him, they take the picture, you leave. I'm amazed at how well Katelyn did with how crowded it was. Wall-to-wall people. You'd walk around and you'd be hitting shoulders with people, rubbing it, you know. It makes me uncomfortable sometimes. I feel a little like, oh gosh, there's so many people. There were some points where I was just ready to go because I would get frustrated with how crowded it was. And
so many people. And we went on a Friday.
She does really well in that situation. There's a bunch of other things you can do besides the vendor booths and the photo ops. They have autographs, they have panels, which we haven't been to a panel yet. We're always a little bit worried about going in and it being boring for Katelyn or her not enjoying it.
Also, Katelyn's not quiet.
No, she is a chatterbox. I think we could do it in the future. I think the biggest key is to get in the early and have a seat, because if we have to stand, that's not going to work. One thing that we ran into was a wrestling demonstration. That was interesting.
For $20, you could also pay to have an audition. I don't know what you're auditioning for. I think it's just to go up there and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
I was going to pay $20 to have Andrea go do it.
I forgot my costume.
Next year.
Not going to happen.
We also happened to run into Andrea's brother and Katelyn's cousin. He was dressed up as Deadpool.
He's a regular for the whole weekend, wears a different costume every day. Overall, I think it was really fun. And I mean, we've been before. We'll definitely go again. Katelyn had fun and she loves picking out a new toy every time we go. If any of you guys have ever been to FanX or Comic-Con, let us know in the comments below. Let us know what your experience it was, if you had fun. If you like seeing videos like this, please give us a thumbs up.
Good luck.
Good luck.